Hello family, welcome back to my channel. I recently read this book, Sprint: How to Solve Big Problems and Test New Ideas in Just 5 Days. It's written by Jake Knapp, Zeratsky and Braden Kowitz. They are there, okay? And I love this book, so I love this in particular. It's my original copy, so I love it so much, and I want to share what I've learned so far from it. So Sprint completely overhauls your project management process, and they allow you go from zero, right, to prototype in 5 days. Yes, 5 days. You heard me right. And it helps figure out if your idea is worth creating faster than ever. So it's the speed. In Sprint, the co-authors, they share a transformative 5-day process. That's Monday to Friday, after which you have critical feedback about whether your idea for marketing, customer experience, or product design would work. So through this book, we are guided through the various stages of the design. Sprint was developed at Google Venture to solve big problems and test innovative ideas efficiently. Sprint idea came to Jake when he had to come up with an important feature for Google, and he had just 1 month left. Yes, you're right, 1 month left. So in order to do that, he had to innovate. So the innovation led him to design a new process to manage the project, and it worked. It really worked. Jake Knapp, and he has since then perfected the structure. Jake has since run Sprint with over 150 companies. Wow! Ranging from Slack, Mozilla, Blue Bottle Coffee, and the rest of them. The structure is marked with 3 most important key aspects. The first key aspect is have a very tight deadline. It eliminates procrastination, believe me sincerely. So the shorter the time, the better it is. So it's also a big Parkinson, right, that states that work always fill the time allotted, right? So the second key aspect is a team in one room. So Sprint usually consists of 7 people, right, with different backgrounds and different skill sets. So there are likes of engineers, marketers, designers, accountants, operators, managers, and so on. So the more diverse the team perspective, the better the result. A comprehensive summary of the key exercise for each day. Monday is more of understanding the challenge. The principle guiding this day include comprehensive review of the problem, extensive idea generation, the application how might we technique to transform challenges into opportunity. How might we is a powerful tool within design thinking that helps team reframe problem statement to generate creative, innovative thinking and to generate solution. Also, setting the foundation for an intense, user-centric and iterative problem-solving approach, emphasizing the significance of thorough research and strategic collaboration in the sprint process. On Monday, the design unfolds with a distinct theme: Saviok. Saviok is a company which built service robots. So they designed a delivery robot called Relay Robot for hotel, which could bring certain items to the guest room, and it saves the staffs a lot of time. Jake first determined who they want to impact this with by asking how and when the product will be used. So Saviok team dedicated the week to refining the behavior of their relay robots in hotel setting. They strategically cleared their calendar to focus on the pivotal question: how should their robots behave around you? So that's their question. They are trying to get a solution for. So they crafted a map to identify risks in the guest robot interaction, aiming to create a delightful experience. These maps became guiding tools throughout the week. Tuesday is more of diverging. So the principle guiding these days: copying down the long-term goal, reviewing the map, which was drafted on Monday. How might we question, lighting them on notes. Also, generating solution to the defined challenge, starting with inspiration through the review of existing ideas. Also, the 4-step sketching process, prioritizing critical thinking over accessory to create the best solution to sketch. There's also the concept of work alone together to encourage individual creativity without succumbing to group thinking. So on Tuesday, the design sprint intensified its focus on getting solutions to the defined challenges. The day started with a session of inspiration wherein existing ideas were reviewed for potential remixing and improvement. So the themes embark on collaborative exploration of concepts that form the basic of the innovative solution. In Saviok Sprint, the team spent an hour exploring idea inspired by the eyes of the robot. So they drew inspiration from the peaceful expression conveyed by a Japanese cartoon named My Neighbor Toronto. So this highlights the sprint emphasis on drawing inspiration from diverse sources and building upon existing ideas. The culmination of Tuesday's effort was a creation of solution sketches. So the sketches were designed to be examined and judged collectively by the entire team, actually, so emphasizing the importance of clarity and well thought out solution. Wednesday is more of converging and voting. The principle guiding this stage include selection of one solid plan from the stack of solutions generated on Tuesday, the speed critic process where each solution, sketch, the solution that was sketched, where it is reviewed, and dot stickers are used for voting, actually. So, and decision making is through straw poll, like people voting for the best solution sketch. On Wednesday, the design sprint shifted its focus to critical tasks of selecting a solid plan from the array of solution generated on Tuesday. So most important, the speed critic process is actually initiated and it's aimed for creating a record of promising ideas in a concise time frame. So people are reviewing each solution displayed on the wall, because the dot voting is actually done on the wall. So people are focusing on generating a basics for subsequent voting, and discussions are centered on this. Also on Wednesday, there's a potential for conflict if winning sketches contradict each other. What do I mean by a typical example? Or in the case of Slack sprint, because Slack sprint was mentioned on Wednesday. So in the case of Slack Sprint, where the objective was to enhance the explanation of Slack product to diverse audience, they initially started Slack. It was for a target audience, maybe like for the techies, yes. So they are now like trying to make other people in other sphere of life or field of work understand what Slack is all about. So Mercy Grace and her theme, which is Mercy Grace is more like the product manager then, right, supported the tenacious store, while Stewart Butterfield, which was then the Slack founder and CEO, supported, but he believed that the potential customer, when they find it challenging to understand what Slack is all about, the bot team provide the solution for them to resolve this conflict. The team decided to conduct a rumble. A rumble is a process where both conflicting ideas will be prototyped on Thursday and be tested on Friday. This approach allowed the team to explore multiple options one after the other and gather valuable customer feedback to inform their final decision. So in addition to this, the team would actually create one fake brand and one original brand, right, to distinguish these products during testing. So the original was Slack. They used Slack for one prototype and they had to use Gada for the other. Thursday is more for prototyping. So the principle guiding this day includes shifting focus to creating a storyboard that turns into a prototype. Then you are creating a prototype with just enough quality to evoke honest reaction from customer. So it's called a Goldilocks quality prototype. I believe I got that right? So what we're actually, the plan here is balancing believability with the need for completion within a limited time frame. So this is not the main product. This is more like a prototype that has more like enough quality to evoke honest reaction. On Thursday, the design sprint shifted focus to the pivotal task of creating a prototype that gives the illusion of being a functional solution. We're doing this just for a day. In the Slack sprint, two competing ideas, right? The tenacious store and the bottom, like from the super vote from Wednesday, right? So they presented unique challenging for prototyping, right? So why the tenacious store can actually be done, can be formed and stimulated using slide. The bot theme actually needs computer control interaction, because it's more like a chat box, right, responding to user messages. So Marcy actually, she made an idea, right, which involved the theme taking on the role of computer control characters themselves. So it's more like a Goldilocks quality, which the prototype is just able to evoke an honest reaction from the customer. That's what really happened on Thursday. So Friday is for testing. So the principal guiding the stage include conducting one-on-one interview with target customers to observe their reaction to the prototype, and also emotional roller coaster of interviews, right, revealing around 98% of the problem after just 5 sessions, right. Reflection on initial sprint question, then closing the gap between the unknown and the insight gain from prototype testing. On Friday, the sprint theme transitioned into a conclusive phase. Ooh. Engaging in one-on-one interview with the target customer to observe their reaction to the prototype. So the interview served as a pivotal test, offering valuable insights into customer interaction. After like 5 customer interview, most of the answers are gotten. So Friday is described as both agonizing and enlightening, right? So where the clues are systemically collected. So the emotional roller coaster of this interview includes moments of frustration when customer encounter confusion, right? But actually gathering insights contribute to the comprehensive detailed understanding of the product strengths and weaknesses. However, accumulating insight contributes to the general understanding of the product strength and weakness. So Friday involves the entire team, using combined intellect of the 7 members to draw conclusion from the insight gained during the interview. Group approach actually ensure a thorough examination of the findings. The sprint theme revisits the initial sprint question, understanding what the customer wants, and closing the gap between identifying the unknown and the insight acquired. So this test makes the entire sprint worthwhile. Like the Monday to Friday test makes the entire sprint worthwhile. At the end of the day, you will know how far you have to go and you just know what to do. So sprint is actually awesome content, mostly for startup and businesses. Sprint is a guide to help teams tackle challenges effectively, combining innovation, behavioral science, and design into a step-by-step process that any team can use. Any team can use for problem solving and idea validation. So share with me what you've learned so far from here. I would like to hear from you. My name is Mesinobi. Please like and subscribe, and I promise you I'll keep dropping content like this. I'm a product designer and I love reading product books and productivity books. So till next time, and I'm open to design gigs. Thank you and bye for now.